Hey, what's going on, guys? So Granblue Fantasy Relink just got a massive new update with Endless Ragnarok, and this patch is doing way more than just tossing in a few extras. The biggest thing here is the new content, because there is a lot of it. First off, you now get the Fatebreaker Skyfarer grade, which already tells you this is not just a simple balance patch or a minor event drop. On top of that, there is a brand new story chapter called Endless Ragnarok, and you unlock it after clearing the Tale of Bahamut's Rage on Proud. So this is clearly aimed at players who have already pushed pretty deep into the game. There is also the Conflux, a single-player mode built around multiple cycles, and that mode opens up over time as you move through the story and higher difficulty quests. So this is not just one mission and done. It is a whole progression path that keeps opening up more content the further you go. Then you get to the character side of things, and this is where the update starts feeling really stacked. Beatrix and Eustace are both added as playable characters, and they only need one crewmate card each, which is pretty generous compared with some of the other unlock routes. Galanza and Magliel are also joining the roster, but they use special crewmate cards tied to clearing specific hard quests added in Chapter O. Then Frauk and Fediel come in too, and those can be unlocked through Endless Ragnarok progression or by using two normal crewmate cards. So there's a bit of flexibility there depending on how far along you are and what resources you have saved. If you are the kind of player who likes roster variety, this update is doing a lot of heavy lifting. What really changes the feel of progression, though, is the new Master Traits system. Instead of just leveling a character and moving on, you can now spend MSP to raise master level and equip more traits, which means your build is getting another layer of tuning on top of the usual setup. And if you equip enough traits from the same master style, you unlock passive style perks. So there is actual incentive to commit to a direction instead of just grabbing random bonuses. The update also adds summons as a fresh power option, and you can equip up to 4 of them at once, with each summon bringing its own trait. That means there's a lot more room for experimenting, especially once you unlock Fatebreaker and finish the summons tutorial. This is the kind of stuff that can quietly change how people build characters for weeks. There is also a new Chaos Quest difficulty, which should immediately tell you the update is not trying to stay easy or casual. New sigils show up as rewards from Chaos and above. New stickers are added through character progression and trophies, and there are new trophies too for the completion-minded players out there. So even if someone is mainly coming back for the story or the new characters, there is still a lot of extra incentive to keep pushing content. And from the official setup, Endless Ragnarok is clearly meant to be a big relaunch moment for the game, not just a side expansion. They are linking in Cygames ID bonuses too, which connects this release with other Granblue Fantasy titles. So the whole thing feels like Cygames trying to tie the larger Granblue ecosystem together a lot more tightly than before. On top of all that, the patch notes point to a much broader cleanup and polish pass in the background. There are the usual combat adjustments, quest fixes, interface improvements, and general system updates that come with a release this big. But the main thing is that this does not feel like a tiny content drop hiding behind a big name. It feels like a proper expansion patch that adds new endgame structure, new character paths, new progression systems, and enough reasons to revisit old content with a fresh build. So if someone stepped away from Relink after finishing the main game, this is exactly the kind of update that makes the return feel worth it, because it changes how you move through the game instead of just adding one more thing to clear. If you'd like, I can also make it sound even more like a real YouTuber speaking naturally while keeping all of your wording restrictions.